We're going to want a new composition. We're going to want it to be 480 by 480, 60 frames per second and 12 seconds should do. We're going to add a new solid. It's going to be 480 by 480. We're going to make the solid black, although we shouldn't matter. And die. And we're going to want to add a bright on function to that black solid. Okay, we're going to make the width 4, increase the hardness, and drop this down to the minimum, which is 0.001. Okay. So we've got our point centered, and so now we need to map function to its position. So get our brush position here, click that, press U, that's going to bring that open, and Alt click, delete that. Okay, create some space for ourselves. So what we need is an X and Y. We're going to need an X variable and a Y variable. Okay, so looking back at here, our amplitude defines the height of the wave, if you will. So that's basically setting the boundaries of which the curve or oscillation will keep within. We want our amplitude to be the width of the composition. We're going to do that by going amplitude X, so AMP X equals this width. And we're going to want to divide that by 2. And the same thing with Y. This height divided by 2. And then we want to apply this here and here. And rookie error, we're going to need to add our parentheses here and here on our variables. We are going to need a frequency in our X to Y also, so I'm going to add that. So frequency X equals 1. Frequency Y equals 1. We've got our basic setup of our point. We need to now move it. So we're going to do that here because this is our X and Y variables. This is where we add this time function. So we're going to want to times it by map.sine brackets. This is where we plug in our frequency value. So frequency X, and we can just copy and paste this and paste that in there and then plug this into Y. So we've got something happening, but nothing is moving. We play this and nothing happens. So what can we do? Well, we need to create a time dimension for this to run through. So the way we can do this is by creating a variable called t for time, and just equals time, simple as that. And to speed this up, we're going to times it by 2. Let's plug this into here and into here. And as you can see, we've got some movement. Well, what's happening? Well, it's starting at 0 now because time starts at 0. So we need to center this. So the best way of doing this is literally just coming into our output, and what we need to do is add the width of the comp. So this comp.width, and then divide that by 2, and that's going to shift it along there. And the same goes for the Y. So this comp height divided by 2, it's centered, and it's now going right to that point. It's going all the way up, and it's going to that point. So what we can also do here is just add 0.5 to create a margin. Go back, and it should go all the way to about there. Yeah, brilliant. So we've got our first grid field. So that is 1 by 1. So frequency X. You know what? We'll just call this X equals 1. y equals 1. Okay, we go back to the Figma. We have this point here, this one. So now we need to create another composition and call it x2, y1. I'm going to do that with this one, call this x2, y1. Okay, so we're in there, do that, and that now creates this. We're now just going to run that across all of our different fields, place them in a composition, and I'm just going to run through that very quickly. Okay, so we got our first row. We're going to create a folder, call that row_1. Drop those in there. Create a new composition. It's going to be 1920 by 1920. We're going to drop these in. Well, I'm going to drop my first one in. Press Y, Command, and drag the anchor point. But if you got snapping on, you don't hold Command. Drop in there like that. We're going to copy and paste that layer 4 times. Or just 4 times. Okay. And then hold onto that. Drag that there. Drag this one there. Again, drag this one over there. So you can select X2 and just Alt and drag over. X3, Alt, drag over, and pick here. Okay, now I'm going to do the same for the rows going down. Okay, so we have our lissajous curves. I think it's called lissajous actually. Yeah, that's all working. Goes to a complete loop. Then we can just make a new composition, drag that in there, go to 3 second, 3 seconds, 10, whatever. We're going to drag up to them. We're going to copy and paste. We're going to right click and go time, robust layer. Drag it along, holding shift. Close like that end to the start, and now go to looping animation.